Hey guys, today I want to show you how to make sorrel pineapple chicken. So these are some of my ingredients and that is my chicken. I am doing two chicken, right? So what I have done with my chicken, I have brined my chicken. So what I used to make my brine is run on over to the channel and you will see how to make your brine. But what I have in it is pimento berries, garlic clove, onion, parsley. I mean a lot of seasoned thyme. I have fresh spring thyme. I also have some rosemary. I have a lot of things in it as well, right? So if you're not going to brine your chicken, I will write the recipe of the season that you are to use to season your chicken. So we are using some cornstarch as well, and that is just to thicken our sauce that we are about to make. You can use the natural pine, the fresh pine, or you can go ahead and you can use the tin pine. I'm also going to incorporate a sorrel beer as well. I have myself some brown sugar here, and I have the dry sorrel over there. So let me walk you through this sorrel pineapple chicken as we go along. Alrighty. So first thing first, I'm going to line my baking pan with foil, just to allow a smooth cleanup process when I finish. I haven't met my sauce as yet, but I'm about to do that. So you don't have to follow this. You don't have to follow this step, meaning you don't have to line your baking pan with the foil. I am doing it because I want a smooth cleanup. Also, if you have baking paper, you can go ahead and you can line your baking pan as well. Allows you to clean up more smoothly. Alrighty. So I'm going to remove my chicken from the brine and allow it to drain. Alrighty, so this is our key ingredient here. Oh, I also have lemon as well, right? I also have lemon. So your chicken is your key ingredient. Or if you really want to use like leg quarters, because some persons they don't eat the chicken breast. So you wouldn't want to have a whole chicken, knowing that you don't eat the chicken breast. So you can just have your leg quarters or your leg. Your favorite part of the chicken, it is up to you. Alrighty, so I'm going to just allow it to drain by putting it in the pan here, removing it from the brine. I also have bay leaf in my brine, right? I have a lot of stuff in my brine, but I'll definitely write the recipe for you if you don't want to create a brine too. So I'm going to just allow my chicken to drain properly while I go ahead and I create my sauce. So we're gonna allow these to, you need to turn them over. You can go ahead and stuff your chicken also with some, with whatever vegetable that you like. You can go ahead, or whatever food. You can crush some Irish potato and you can stuff it with it. You can mash the Irish potato, then you stuff the chicken with it, or you don't have to crush it. You can just prepare it and you stuff it with it. As I say, whatever it is that is your favorite, you stuff your chicken. Alrighty. So let these drain. Let us get on with our sauce. So alright guys, now that our chicken has drained, I'm going to just add it to my baking pan. But before, I'm going to just add a little olive oil. And I want to brush that all over to prevent the sticking of my chicken. So my chicken is drained properly, really, really good. We're going to just add it. I'm not stuffing it with anything. All right. So this is well marinated, but nevertheless, I'm still going to add, you know what I'm going to add to it? Some green seasoning. Some natural green seasoning, because we want this to be so flavorful. So I'm just adding a little natural green seasoning. Then I'm going to secure the legs and the wing. Then I'm going to put it under the oven. So we're just adding a little green seasoning, and we want to stuff some of that on the inside. And as I say, we are just looking for added flavor. Alright, so you want to turn that over as well. And please remember to wash your chicken properly before you put it in your brine or before you season it. Always wash and clean your chicken properly. So I don't know what I'm going to use to secure the wings and the leg, but we find something. We will find something. So here we go. All right, so I think this is about it. All right, so let me just get something to secure. I think the last time I did use some of this foil here, so I'm going to work with a piece of the foil. Let's see how best this can help me. Or you know what, oh no, this part here is cut, so it ain't gonna work. All right, so I'm just going to grab a piece of the foil, kind of twine it up and making my own rope right here. In Jamaica, you always have to just use turn your hand and make fashion at all time. Right, so I want to twine this up. I want it to be really strong to secure my legs. And please remember, you can stuff your chicken with any stuffing of your choice. All right, so I want to secure my leg by doing this because I don't want it sprawl out in my baking pan. If you understand what I mean when I say sprawl out, it's like how this, you would say skin out or whatever it is. I don't want it looking like that, so I want to secure it. So yeah, that is it, and it is working so far. Let us continue. So I'm just using a piece of foil and I wrapped it up really good. Twine it up, right, so that it is so strong. And I want to secure the leg of the other chicken right here. You want to hold that properly and you twine it around just to secure it. So you want to twine that around. Don't want it showing up everything that it's got. All right, so we want to do the same with the wings. So we are going to do the same procedure with the wings as well. Hoping it don't give any trouble. It's just, and this part here, you can remove it, you can cut it off. It is the chicken bottom. Persons in my household, they love it, so sometimes I remove it, sometimes I don't. Remember, when you're doing things, you're doing it to please your family and to please yourself. So you're going to do it to please them or to please you. All right, so the wing is kind of short, so I hope it don't give me a lot of trouble. So I'm going to wrap it around it as well. I want to secure it, and I'm going to twine. Right, I'm going to twine just to secure it. You want to twine that down good. All right, so there you have it. So that one is good. So let me work on the other one now. So I'm using foil paper just to create, I don't know if I could call it rope or string, whatever, just to help with the just to help to secure my chicken legs and the wing. You don't want it all splashing out in our baking pan. You want it to, like when you're a lady and you sit nice and properly, that's how we want our chicken to behave. So yeah, let's twine him up. Oops, I let go this too quick. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, I'm better with it. So let's grab back both wings. Let's try to grab back both. You want to hold it with a little force, because if you don't, so you want to hold it with a little force, All right, so last year, New Year's, I did bake for you sorrel chicken this year, and I do it on the outside. Why this one is giving problem though? I do it on the outside, right where Mr. Myers make up a bonfire thing, and we use a stick. He created all of that. He's very creative. He's good with his hands. And I roast it outside. You know, like in Africa, you see the roast their chicken or the pigs, or you know what I mean. We do it in Jamaica here too, you know. So, all right. So I secure that. Was giving me a bit of a problem. I secure it. So I'm going under the oven with this now, guys. So take note. This is it. If you have different thing can secure your legs and your wings of your chicken, please go ahead and do so. I didn't have anything, so I just create something. Alrighty, let's go over to the oven with this, and we're gonna just snatch it under the oven. All right, so the next thing, you need a water bed so that your chicken it don't dry out. All right, so let's put this under there. All right, and we're gonna create our pineapple sorrel sauce. All right, now guys, so I'm going to wash some dry sorrel and I'm going to add it to the pot with some pineapple. And what I'm going to do is just boil. I'm going to boil this. So let's go over to the pipe to rinse it off. All right, so I want to rinse off your sorrel. You want to rinse him again. Just to rinse off any dust, anything that is on it. Any dirt, any dust. Let's go over to the pot and we're going to add this to the pot. Alright, this is not hot, so I can just I'm also going to add some pineapple chunk to the pot as well. You can just stay there and put in the pineapple. Just mind your hand on the heat. I should have pulled it before, but so I'm using the canned pineapple. I have the fresh one. I could have used it. Nevertheless, I'm going to use the juice of this pineapple as well. I'm going to add a few pieces to the pot. Alright, so I'll just cover and allow to boil. Alrighty. So after adding our pineapple, we're going to add cinnamon stick and we're going to add some clove. And we're going to just give that a stir. And we're going to cover and allow to boil. Alright guys, so after we have boiled our dry sorrel with our cinnamon stick, some clove, few pieces of ginger, or almost say garlic, right? So we are going to strain this now. And this is really nice. This is strong. This is really strong. So we are going over to the stove. Stay right there. Let me get the stove ready. So we are creating our sauce right now. And you know we love to add more flavor to what we are doing. We are Jamaicans and we love when our food is flavorful. And I think I want to use this same pot. Yeah? No? Maybe so. Alright. want to just remove this, and we are going to add it to the pot. We're not going to add all of this, about a cup or a cup and a quarter, depends. But as I say, I will write the recipe so you guys can know exactly. So you know my measurement in my head most of the time, right? So we add our sorrel, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add our, this is our pine juice from our candied pine, our tin pine. We're adding that, and we're gonna add some brown sugar. And to kick it up with some more flavor, we are going to add a sorrel beer. Then I'm going to give that a good stir. So what we are creating here is our sorrel pineapple sauce that we're going to base our chicken with. So don't go anywhere. Watch the whole of the video to see the finishing of this sorrel pineapple chicken. As I said, run on over to the channel and go and watch the sorrel chicken that I have done a year ago. Alright, so we're gonna allow this to simmer, and to give us, for it to have a little thickness, we're gonna go ahead and add some cornstarch. But that depends. Let us watch and see what will happen. If we really need to add our cornstarch, then we will add some. Alrighty. So this is our sauce now, guys. Whether you want to call it your sauce or your glaze. So what I'm going to do now, it is a little thick, but it's not to the consistency that I want it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just mix a little cornstarch, as I said to you earlier on, and then I'm gonna add it to it. So here's my water. I'm going to add some cornstarch. And as soon as you add this cornstarch to the water, you want to just mix it thoroughly. You don't want to delay. Once you delay, it will lumps up. So you want to just mix with a whisk or a fork, whichever one you have, it will do. Alright, that's a little piece of the chicken there. It's not a problem. Alright, pot is kicking up a rumpus. Let me turn on the stove, and I'm going to just add. And as soon as you add to, you want to just mix this. So that you don't get any lumps. You want to just mix it right away. As soon as you add it to the pot, you want to mix. So this is it. So we're going to allow it to simmer, and as soon as it simmer down, you will see it get to that gel-like, that thickness that you want, that consistency that you want. And if one spoon doesn't do it, you go ahead and you mix half spoon or another spoon, depending on the amount of glaze that you are making. Alrighty, so we're gonna give this a little more time now to just simmer, and for the cornstarch to just gel in. And then we're going to give our chicken the first baste, because we're gonna baste it more than one time. Alrighty. I'm using a whole chicken. You can go ahead and use pieces of chicken if you want, if you wish. Alright, so this is it, guys. Look how lovely it is. What you are seeing here is just some of the pineapple. My family love it. They love when I'm making any sauce or any glaze. They love when I incorporate some pineapple in it. So I'm doing this for them. So I'm making it to their likings. When I'm writing the recipe, I won't be writing that you are to put your pineapple in your sauce, right? You can just go ahead and do that if your family love it or you love it. So I have just removed the chicken from the oven. So let's go over. I'm gonna turn this off, turn the stove gauge off, and I'm gonna go over to the chicken. Come around so you can give a clear view of the chicken. So it has a lot of juice. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a little of this juice in our sauce as well. But let me just drain this off. I'm going to drain this off and I'm going to coat my chicken. You can just stay right there. I'm going to give my chicken the first coating with our pineapple sorrel sauce. Alright, so I'm draining off most of that juice, if not all. Alright, so you see the wing that was giving trouble? See it loosen up there? That was the one that was giving trouble, you know. These little birdies. So alright, so we are going to baste our chicken now with ours. So let me just pour some. Alright, so I would need to put back those pineapple because alrighty. So we're gonna baste our chicken and we're gonna go right back under the oven with it. And you see how white this look? You wait until I finish with this. Wow. The sauce turn up in my nose. Smelling really good. So we want to baste properly, thoroughly. So don't forget to like my videos, share my videos, guys, with your family, with your friends. I appreciate it when you share. Sharing is caring. It is a new year. Let us start doing something different by sharing. If you have never shared anything before, no, let's start the new year off right by you sharing Miss Polly's videos. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for all who watch the video. And if you see I use anything that you don't use, guys, I always tell you, please replace it with your likings of season, your choice. You know, it's not a hard and fast here. It may taste a little bit different depending on what you don't like and what you're going to replace it with. But I strongly believe you should make something for your liking or your family liking. I don't think you should. If I use Irish and you don't use Irish and I use Irish to stuff the chicken and you don't eat it, I don't think you should stuff it with it. Go ahead and stuff it with whatever you like. All right, so if you agree with me, and please guys leave a thumbs up, leave a comment whenever time you watch the videos. All right, I appreciate you doing so. All right, so this is our first base and we want to base thoroughly and base really good. And it will catch the back as soon as it run down and all of that. So we are going to just put this back under the oven, give it some more time, and yeah, you will see this wonderful sorrel pineapple chicken here as soon as Miss Polly is through with it. So let us proceed back under the oven. And remember, go in cribbles and corner and make sure you dash your base all over because you want your chicken to be really flavorful, really nice. And you see the color now? See how vibrant it is? Not where we want it as yet. That's why we are going to continue to base our chicken. So let's go. And you can also add a scotch bonnet pepper to when you're doing your glaze, you can also add a scotch bonnet pepper to it. I forgot I have my own there, but I'm gonna put it in it and just put it on back because I'm gonna add some of the chicken juice to my glaze, which is going to allow it to be so much flavorful. Alrighty, so stay tuned, don't go anywhere. Alright now guys, so we are coating our chicken. I put my pepper in, my scotch bonnet pepper. It was a yellow scotch bonnet pepper, but because of the sorrel juice, this is what it looked like. And I squeeze it a little because I wanted to release some of the flavor. Not too much spice, but just a bit. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to add some to the plate because I am going to coat my chicken again. And in coating it again, I'm going to just put it back under the oven. So that is the procedure. You coat your chicken. As soon as you finish coating the chicken, you put it back under the oven for that flavor of the sorrel to marinate on the chicken and for that chicken to get that lovely color. Yeah. And as I said, guys, when you are watching the video, if you see the chicken bottom, that little part that I explained to you, go ahead and remove it. My family eat it. They love it. Sometimes I remove it, sometimes I don't. So don't give a comment saying remove the chicken butt. All right? That's not a comment. You don't need to give that comment. All righty? And try to give good comment. If you are criticizing, let it be something good. Don't, you know, let it be good criticism. Right? I can take a good criticism. Worse when you have the solution, when you criticize it, the thing, and you have the solution for it, or you have a different way of doing it, and you throw that out. Remember, we are always learning. We are human beings. We are no pro here. We make mistakes. We do things. We are all human beings. We will make mistakes. We are prone to do things that, and then remember, everybody do them sitting different people. Everybody cook different. Me and my bishop so today in a church. People, everybody cook different. Everybody be different. Everybody do the same thing different. If you have a good all right, let's get off of that for now. So this is our sorrel pineapple chicken. So I'm going back under the oven with it. You notice it's produced a little bit of juice right there. All right, so let us go under the oven. Good criticism. I can take a good criticism. All right, let's go. We're gonna put this back under the oven. Alrighty, yippee. Yeah, man. So this is it, guys. This is our sorrel pineapple chicken, and it is finished. So I'm going on the outside to cut this because we are gonna eat on the outside. But this is it. So I will let you see the cutting of it. I'm not left for no work, man. But I eat that. Alright, so this is the finishing of our pineapple sorrel chicken. So we're gonna remove these little thing that I create to keep the legs in place. I just go and twine them to the other direction just to get them loosened. Or you can just pull them off because when the chicken is cooked it is shrink. Alright, so I'm going to dive into this thing here now. And these guys, they are legan type person. So look how lovely this is, and I'm going to use some of the sauce. So that's what they have in it with pumpkin rice. So they will tell you the taste of this, how it is taste. You can get me the sauce too.
Where's the sauce?
I put it in the thing there. In the jerk pan.
You know it along.
So I am a breast person, people, so I'm going to take the breast, obviously. Probably we can take off the wing. And zoom in on them leg quarters there. and zoom back in on the pan here with it. So we're going to add some of the sauce right now. We have enough sauce, so we're just going to add some on the chicken. We're serving it with it. How sweet. Here we go. I don't want much sauce still in it. Sorry, sauce. And we have chunks of pine in the sauce as well. So let me just take out the pine and give to them because they love that. As I mentioned in the video earlier on that they love it. They love the chunks of pine. That is our pineapple sorrel. Yeah man, I hit that people. And me mess up the plate so, mighty Jesus. Alright, so you can come back in on this now when you finish.